Ladies and gentlemen, it's evening time here in Koh Samui around 9 p.m. And as you guys know, I'm waking up at 3 a.m. each and every day as a non-negotiable. So I do have like 6 hours of sleep right ahead of me. But yeah, right now we just moved into this very new villa. Basically, show you guys real quick. Here's like the living room, the kitchen. My room's right there. Alex's room is right there. And then out here we have the pool balcony area. So let me show you guys this real quick. It's nothing too crazy, just a nice little illuminated pool. And I will show you guys this tomorrow in the day in the life vlog, but it's a very beautiful view. It's like the ocean and everything, so it's not too bad, guys. But what I really wanted to make this video about today is you don't know what you don't know. And what I mean by that is if you don't know certain information and you know the information that everyone else knows, like let's say you go to university or you go to a different way of kind of learning things, like you just learn what everyone else knows, then you're going to be earning the exact same amount of money as them and you're going to be living the exact same lifestyle as them. So with knowledge, as you guys know, with knowledge comes great power. So the more you know, the more you're able to attain what you truly want. Because I can kind of give you a quick story. Basically over a year ago, I basically had the NPC mindset, like go work a 9 to 5, save, invest, retire at 65, maybe 70. But the times are right now is that that's not even possible anymore. Because with inflation, with like the minimal pay that you're getting paid, like with your work, you're not even able to save, invest, or go out into any other endeavor that you might want to go down. And that's very tragic because as we're growing up, we're told that we need to go learn a very valuable skill in college from a fake guru who's never even been there or done that. And then maybe use that skill in the real world by working at McDonald's or something like that. So first off, that's already kind of messed up because we're taught all these things, how to live, how to make money, and it's all just basically a lie because none of those things actually help you level up your life. And they're pretty much setting you up for failure because they're even closing your mind and not keeping it open because as you get older, as you guys know, you kind of like cement what you have already learned, and it's very hard to learn something very new. Like for example, when kids are born, basically they learn whatever language their parents speak, but if they're being taught several different languages at once, it's very easy for them to pick it up just because their brains are so malleable and they're very easy to change. So as time goes on, you're being programmed through elementary, middle school, high school, then you're told to go to university, go to college, and then you're programmed even more there. And then by the time you get out of college, you've already probably lost a lot of your brain cells, a lot of brain power through weed, partying, all that good stuff, and you're just kind of losing your self-awareness and your consciousness at the same exact time. And that's very tragic because both of those things, you need brain power, you need to be self-aware and conscious and to be able to think for yourself. That's one of the most important aspects you need to have, especially if you do ever want to live the life of your dreams. You need to actually wake up to the fact that you're alive. Because most people, they don't even know they're alive. They're just going day by day. They're just going through the motions, doing what other people tell them and just follow along with everyone else. And that's very sad. That's very tragic because each and every single person on this earth has a calling and has a destiny and has a higher self that they should be able to achieve. When they're going down the route as everyone else, they're going to be limited to their lives just like everyone else. And that's why it's key. That's why it's crucial for you to actually find out who you really are and what you really stand for. Because if you're always surrounded by friends, family, distracted by TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and you just are always in the consumer-based mindset, then you're always going to be consuming and never creating for yourself what you truly want. And that's exactly how I was back in university, back in college. I was always just doing what everyone else is doing. I was never thinking for myself. I was always just okay, well, that guy, it's working out for that guy so far, just kind of copy what he's doing. That's like how I got into university in the first place. I saw a lot of my friends going, and I mean, they were living it up, they were partying, having fun. I was like, okay, I mean, I have nothing else better to do. Let's go party and have fun. And if you guys don't know, that was the worst time in my entire life. Not like money wise, health wise. I mean, my parents gave me money every week, but it was very depressing because I would just spend all that money on weed, alcohol, and things that I didn't really need. So basically, when I went to university, that was basically like a hell on earth, and I was basically suffering each and every day because I had no purpose. And when you have no purpose, the only thing left for you to chase and to wake up for is pleasure. So each and every day, I had no idea why I was waking up. I had no idea like what I actually wanted, and I was just drifting. I was a drifter. I didn't know what I wanted, and all I knew was, where is the next dopamine hit? Where can I become happy again? How can I fix and escape my reality now, so that way I don't have to be self-aware and be conscious and take responsibility for my life right now. I was doing everything I could to escape the fact that my life absolutely fucking sucked. So waking up and finding out that my life really sucked, it took a few kind of turns and pitfalls for me to actually realize how bad my life actually sucked. And I'm very grateful for those very dark times, for those pitfalls. And I mean, it's a pretty kind of like tragic kind of like, it was like waking up. It was just a very bad story. But basically, just waking up to the fact and becoming like self-aware and conscious and finally taking responsibility for my life up until that moment is when everything started to change. And that's when I realized that there's people out there in the world who were living the life of my dreams. They were living on a beach. They were working out every day. They were hanging around people who weren't drinking and partying and watching sports all day, just distracting themselves from the life that they knew so well, which is just suffering each and every day. And I saw that they were living a life that I wanted to have for myself. And watching them on YouTube, wherever it was, I knew that the only thing that separated them from me was what they knew. So all I had to do, and what I only knew what to do, was to find out what they knew and apply that knowledge into my life, so that way I can have the exact same life as them. And it's very simple, because knowledge is power, and once you know what you don't know, you're able to apply that knowledge and use that knowledge for your benefit, so that way you can take your life wherever it is right now. If it's complete ass, or maybe it's a little good, but maybe you could take it to the next step. All it takes is just learning that new thing that you may not know right now, finding out how to solve the problems that you have, and how to gain tools that you can use to mine diamonds and basically create the life that you want for yourself. Because even if I bought the $5,000 course from that network, from that kind of guy, basically learning about remote sales and learning how everything kind of works, how to kind of get on with influencers and selling their mentorships and stuff like that. And if I gained that knowledge and never took action and never actually inputted myself to do the work, then I would have never been in the situation I am now, living in a very nice villa, basically traveling the world and living on my own terms. It would have never been possible if I had just gained the knowledge and be like, okay, that's cool. Let me just continue on going to university, working 9 to 5s, and let's just ignore the knowledge. Because there's really 3 things that you need in order to succeed in life. And that's knowledge, action, and then taking risk. That's pretty much the 3-step formula to success. That's literally all I did. I gained the knowledge. I took action. I took a very big risk of going to Bangkok, Thailand with $1,500 to my name. And I feel like a lot of people wouldn't do that. I mean, I have a few friends back home. They were willing to go, but they just didn't have the guts or the balls to do what I did. And I'm not saying that to praise myself. I just know that I don't know anyone else in the world who's done that and been in that entire situation that I put myself in. I basically just dropped myself in Bangkok with $1,500, no income, and made it work. And I might be different from a lot of other people because I just did it for the fact that I hated my life so much that I would do anything to change it and to take any risk that was necessary in order to do so. So that's why I ultimately went there. And after you kind of figure out what you need to know, basically all it takes is learning from that said person, from that course. Because I mean, all courses are, a lot of people hate on them. I mean, a lot of people say they're scams. But if you think about it, you're going to college, you're going to middle school, high school. Those are all courses, but they're in person. And you're learning from a fake guru, someone who's never ever done it. When I went to business school, like university, I was learning from fake gurus who've never owned a business in their life. They've never even touched six figures. They're driving a Honda Civic to university, trying to teach me how to make $1 million. And that just doesn't make sense. It's basically a scam. I mean, it really is a scam because they're telling you, okay, we're going to teach you how to make millions. We're going to teach you how to start a business, but then they teach you how to work a 9 to 5. So if that doesn't make sense at all, then you need to stop watching TikTok, stop watching Instagram Reels, and start thinking for yourself, because otherwise you're going to go down the very dark rabbit hole of just becoming another mindless slave in the labor field, not ever really having any skills and just settling for a mediocre life. And I know that's the last thing you want to do, so start learning skills, start investing in yourself, start figuring out how you can better your life and how you can get yourself out of the situation you're in now, so that way you can create the situation that you want to be in for the rest of your life. So with that being said, guys, make sure that you're learning something new every day, finding out what knowledge you need to know to create the reality that you want to live in. So with that being said, guys, I'm about to go to sleep. I got to wake up in a few hours. I'm adapting and conquering. The 3 a.m.s, they were very hard at first for the first week, but now they're kind of growing on me. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow.